Great, so you have this AI thing that is going to automate hours of your manual work each week, but you still don't know why you wake up in the morning. You still don't know who specifically you serve and how you can bring the most value to them. You still don't know why your employees should give a shit about their jobs. Damn, man. I'm already heated. This is a trend that I'm already noticing in the field of AI. You have these people claiming that they understand what AI is and that they have AI solutions that will solve problems for you and your people and your company. But at the end of the day, AI is just another tool like any other, and it's up to you to learn how to use it responsibly and effectively. Okay, so AI comes out, right? And it changes the game entirely, and it feels like almost overnight. If you think that AI is something that is coming in the future or is going to impact you at some point in the future, you are already very far behind the times. The AI revolution has already happened. The game has changed and there is no going back. It's over. Like, I'm sorry if I'm the first one to tell you this, it's over. You need to learn how to understand this stuff now. The problem that I'm seeing is people keep using and trying to understand AI, coming at it from what I call the surface level, not the purpose level. Like, there are all kinds of AI powered tools now. For email, for softwares, for data analysis, you name it. We're even at this point where people are selling this idea of creating AI employees for you. What I'm finding is no one is adequately making sense of this stuff. People are just coming up with AI solutions without fully understanding the power that they are playing with, or how to explain the value and utility and responsibility of that power to others. We are operating in a completely new paradigm, and even the people who claim they know what they're doing are fumbling around blindly. The problem is, automating tasks just leads to more tasks. If you're just focused on the work itself, then you are only going to solve work level problems, not team level or company level problems, and not people level or purpose level problems. Solving work level problems just leads to more work level problems. And I said in another video that I'm seeing this trend where AI has allowed us to move faster than ever before, but it doesn't change the age-old question of where the fuck are you going? And most people don't have that answered in the slightest, so now they're sprinting 10 times faster in the wrong direction. This is what I mean when I say that leveraging AI without understanding why your company exists in the first place, or why your employees should give a shit about coming to work every day, or what the unique value is that you provide to your customers, pursuing AI without answering those questions is just leading to more problems. I guess I'll use a metaphor. If you were to get lost in the woods, the best thing to do is probably pause and get your bearings. There's a beautiful story about how the forest isn't lost, and if you pause and connect with your surroundings, that is the best chance you have of finding your way. But regardless of that beautiful story right now, the worst thing you can do if you were lost in the woods is to start sprinting blindly in a random direction. If you increase your pace, you will probably get more lost, faster, and likely put yourself into more harm's way. And this is what I'm seeing with people using AI right now. AI has given us the ability to sprint like never before, and the change happened basically overnight, and it keeps evolving so rapidly, literally day to day. But the problem is, most of you and most people at most companies are completely lost. So sprinting is only going to make things worse. And again, being lost was a problem that people faced in business and in life since the dawn of humanity. But now that we are able to move so much faster, it has become even more important to find your way. So the realization here is that you have to pause and learn to come at things from the why level not the what level. And I'm referencing Simon Sinek's book and TED Talk here called Start With Why. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It is a very simple concept, but it is essentially a universal truth. The basic premise is that for any company or even person, there is a core layer of the why. That's at the center, the heart. That is the purpose for being and acting. Again, whether it's for a person or a company. Wrapped around that is the how layer, which is focused on how you and your people have to behave in order to accomplish that purpose at the why level. And then there's the what layer, which is the stuff that you actually have to do day to day in order to accomplish that purpose. The problem is most companies and people approach life from the outside in. They go from the what layer, sometimes get to the how layer, and rarely ever get to that why layer in the core. People are so focused on what they need to accomplish, and every once in a while they will add some structure around how they expect themselves and others to behave in order to accomplish the tasks. But people rarely ever go to the root or the core, the why or the purpose level. And figuring out the stuff at that core purpose level is the key to succeeding in the long term and to creating an environment that people actually love to spend their time in. And for me, employee satisfaction is the number one metric to determine or predict how successful a company is going to be, definitely in the long run, probably in the short run as well. Because if people love coming to work each day, then A, you're going to be able to hire the best people, and B, they're going to give their best effort when they do come to work. AI presents an amazing opportunity to make that happen at your company if you learn to use it properly. Now, I spend most of my time at the why layer, at the core layer. I absolutely love it. It's why I'm so good at helping people with what I call the on the business work instead of the in the business work. These are things like writing your mission, vision, and value statements, and defining your SOPs, and hiring and onboarding and training people. I mean, the layer of people is obviously so important, and the hiring and onboarding and training and ongoing development and retention of employees is so fucking poorly executed at least 99% of companies. And that's me speaking from experience in the field. Anyway, going back to the drawing board and defining your company's inner compass, why you exist, what change you are trying to create in the world, and how you expect your people to behave along the way, that is the most important work. And I understand that you are so wrapped up in the day-to-day that you don't have time to take that step back and spend the time to answer those questions. And again, that's where I come in. If you don't have that stuff figured out, you do need to stop and figure it out. There's no point in continuing to put in effort if all of your people are pulling in different directions. I can definitely help with that if that's something that you need help with. I have literally helped dozens of people write their mission, vision, value statements. It's the most important work you can do because it provides clarity to everybody on the team. But let's get back to this surface level versus purpose level topic. Most things AI that people are trying to sell you or get you to use right now are aimed at solving surface level problems for you, problems at the what layer. They're trying to help you sprint while you are still lost in the forest. If you don't have your why figured out, if you don't have things at that purpose level figured out, if you are not acting from a place of purpose and impact, then you might find yourself moving way faster using these AI-powered tools in the wrong direction. And again, when the pace increases, you're going to realize that you're not 2 or 3 steps in the wrong direction, you're 20 or 30 steps in the wrong direction. As an example, right? Let's say an AI solution comes in and helps you close twice as much business every month than you have been in the past. That sounds great, right? Who doesn't want twice as many customers or twice as much revenue coming in the door? But are your employees ready for that increase in volume? Are you ready and able to hire new employees to effectively meet that increase in demand? Are your SOPs dialed in so you can handle double the volume without your company crumbling? And are you able to accomplish all those things that I just listed up to the same quality standard that you always offered your customers. Because if your customer experience starts to slip, then you won't be doing twice as much business for long. And let's just re-examine the topic of hiring AI employees as well. Most companies are fucking terrible at hiring and onboarding and training and developing and retaining human employees. So what makes you think that you're going to be able to just hire AI employees and you're somehow not going to face the exact same challenges? Defining your mission, vision, and values and your purpose and what I call your inner compass as a company and as a leader and as a team, that is just step one, whether you're hiring a human employee or an AI employee. When it comes to hiring and installing AI employees, you have to create a hiring and onboarding and training program or process specifically for AI agents. And you might as well install one for your human employees too, since you probably never did that in the first place. With all that's happening with AI flooding the market and flooding all industries right now, I have noticed that the rules of the game have not changed in the slightest. For me, crafting a clear, concise, and powerful mission, vision, and value statement is always a place to start. Along with doing a lot of qualitative research, every time I do a client engagement, I do so much research, because if you want to know how you can help people, you need to fucking ask them. And companies do such a bad job of that. And frankly, AI has given us so much power in conducting research like that. But that's the topic for another video. With adopting AI, just like anything else in business and in life, communication with the people whom the change is going to impact is the key. Getting your people involved in the conversation, getting them the training that they need to use this paradigm shifting entity that is AI and artificial consciousness responsibly and sustainably is the key. I kind of covered this in another video, but the whole point in adopting AI tools is to increase the quality of life for the human beings at your company, not just to get more task level work done, because that is ultimately going to have a negative impact on the quality of life of your human employees. You need to realize that with AI, it's like everyone has been given the keys to a Formula One car. And unfortunately, you don't even know how to safely drive a Honda Civic, which means that the crash in the F1 car is going to be fucking atrocious. I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom here. I'm not trying to sell fear. I fucking hate that. What I'm trying to say here is that at the end of the day, this AI revolution is an opportunity to take your business back to the drawing board and actually set things up properly and create a business that is purpose-driven and that truly serves its employees so that your employees can then serve your customers. This is an opportunity for a fresh start. And if you work with people who understand how to use this paradigm shifting, again, I can't even call it a technology, I call it an entity that is artificial intelligence, you can use that fresh start to set you and your company and your team up for success like you've never even been able to imagine or conceptualize before. Or you can just keep sprinting in random directions and hope that things don't fall apart. I promise you though, if you go above and beyond and use this opportunity to take care of your employees, then they will go above and beyond to take care of your customers, and then you can actually build a company that can handle the opportunities presented by AI solutions at the task level or the what level. If you start at the core and work your way outwards, as I'm going to teach you how to do in these videos, then you will be ready for the AI solutions that everybody's trying to sell you right now. And you'll be able to do more volume and more revenue and be more profitable than you ever thought imaginable. Now, if you're serious about learning to use AI responsibly and investing in creating a business where your employees truly, truly love to work, then keep watching my content and reach out to me when you're ready to take the next step, because I do have solutions for you. This stuff is not going to figure itself out. And I'm going to keep working every day to help make sense of it for you, both the old problems that we used to face in terms of building a purpose-driven company where employees love to come to work every day, and making sense of this new AI paradigm that we're living in. But you have to put the work in to overcome the same challenges and obstacles that business owners and employees have always had. But I'm here to support you every step of the way.